try. That's what works. Get it real quick.
Are you going to wait for your students to be ready when you start teaching?
Well, they won't be working on this. Okay. All right. We're starting now. So, all right, everybody get up, stand up, and kind of push a chair away. Get a little space. We're going to do. I've entitled this "Hurry Up and Relax." It is something that's a little focused. All right. Now, follow me. Everybody's one of those. Morning. We didn't sleep enough. All right. Stop. And breathe in. Go out. And again, breathe in. And let it out. All right. Now, follow me. What we're going to do is going to make you relax. Make you feel uncomfortable a little bit, but trust me, you'll feel much better afterwards. All right? So, push it all out. No air. Just empty. Nothing in here. Okay? Can't talk. Completely. Now follow me. Don't breathe in. And now breathe in. Don't breathe out. Hold it. Second is good. Second, no more. A little more. You're completely full. You're like a big balloon. A little more. And let it out. And breathe in. And then out. Okay. And one more time. Ready? Now push it out. Empty. And breathe in. A big balloon. Now stretch it a little bit. Feel it. Come on, Henry. Come on. Sorry, I saw you ventilated. Come on. All right. Stick a little more. And let it out. And all right, so thank you. That's just a little something I like you to do. Like I said, hurry up and relax. So, especially if you do not actually. Real quick, Katie, would you please come over here? Did you have a pencil or else? Okay. All right, you two in group. And then you three are in the group. Yeah. And then you three here. All right. Go ahead and do this. Take about a minute. Talk over your group. And make sure all of the rest of the group understands it and you know what you're doing. So talk it over once you think you got the answer, and then let me know when you got all of them you think correct. I'll take about another minute and a half. Like I said, hard over in your group, you think I got it? You got it? So, the rest of your group understand what's going on?
Yeah, what is down and what is the 3 or something. So think about what was the 5 together.
Alright,
I'm not sure. Things that need to get
Oh, yeah.
It is funny, isn't it?
About another 30 seconds. I'll let you go. A little bit longer. You guys got both of these two right?
Forms that move the body in brains, and then
So is it just this one now?
controls it.
Yeah, that's yeah. So has anybody got the triangle one yet? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and tell you all. If you look at the triangle, take away 1, 7, and 10. What shape have you got left there? Well, it looks the same and it's not pointing in any direction. So 1, 7, 10. Think about where you arranged those. You got that triangle point now. Is that right? That's what you came to now. All right, now, statistically, guys would have figured out all these things before the girls. Faster than the girls. Now, does that bug you at all?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You don't feel inferior to the guys over here?
Take it back to beer pong for the triangle.
So now, all right.
Right.
You got this chunk right here.
Okay.
And then you guys get to read this and this. So it goes to the next page. Okay, these last two. Go to the next page. And then you guys get right here. This one and follow, okay? So basically the second one. All right, so I want you to take 4.5 minutes with your group, read over these things, then in your group discuss, come up with three. In each of your group, I want 3 things that are, you think, interesting or possibly things that you have misconceptions about before you come in here, before what you thought about the difference in gender in the classroom. So read through, talk to the group about 4 minutes. Yeah, I didn't mean to exclude you. Everybody about done and finished reading it? Just almost. Like I said, once you're done reading it, go ahead and just talk in your group. Share and collaborate, come up with 3 things in each group that you thought were interesting or different than you thought.
Everything else is doing stuff like I was at. And she was telling me what to do. Yes, because what she was doing, I was doing an experiment, but she didn't go into the tutor. She was telling me what I needed to add and writing it all down. Then I would go back to her notebook and see what
numbers, because she
what
really
they
got down.
express themselves, you know, from like
Mhm.
young age playing with dolls.
Did you guys find some
or playing
things
with
that you
dolls.
didn't? And I know Adrian thinks about.
Yeah, I found that this person in this picture actually looks exactly like my friend Michael.
It might be your friend.
What, but it's weird. Well, you know, exactly like that. The weird part is he would know.
Yeah.
So he's more of a science, he's really,
Oh, yeah.
Like I said,
Also, I thought it was strange. Exactly. What is wearing the flannel shirt with her sleeves not rolled up? This is. How can I believe that? She's not even following.
Adrian. I'm gonna.
She's not even following my procedure, and the professor is right there. She's back. She's going. Oh, you know.
Maybe she's calling our city.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
Adrian's getting worked up.
Yeah, I know, Adrian. All right, and we all got three things now? That we can share around? All right, so. Matthew's weird. Matthew, what are a couple things you thought were just fascinating, or that you did not know were misconceptions about?
I guess I was a bit surprised that the boys were more verbally assertive
Mm-hmm.
than girls. For some reason, I mean, assertive kind of makes sense, but for some reason, good with asking questions and communication was never something I really thought of as a male trait.
Yeah. Okay, what else? Your group.
Oh, our group. I thought it was interesting that the study that they referenced, or where a woman recalled the events of not wanting to take math courses, she said it was also girly for guys to take calculus, which I found interesting because I took calculus and I never felt more.
All right, now Katie's. A couple things.
One thing that I thought was interesting was that in the early years, girls score just as high or higher than boys on almost across the board. But by high school graduation or even into college, they've fallen drastically behind.
All right. Do you have any idea why this is the case? Why is there that?
Well, I think a lot of it is like cultural expectations of what men and women should do. Puts a lot of pressure on students, and sometimes you get a lot of resistance as a woman wanting to be in science or math.
Katie, did you feel any of these things that Katie's talking about in the social, in the culture? Or at school, did you feel any pressure or stereotypes doing math and science stuff?
Well, in college, I took a lot of classes that engineers took with the physics, and they were almost all boys, and they were all talking about the things they were doing in engineering and stuff, and so couldn't relate to it very well.
That reminds me, hey, Matt and Nash, how many girls were in the cohort last year? How many guys were there?
12 guys.
12 guys, 2 girls last year. Wow. Okay. Yeah. 12 guys, 2 girls. Yeah. All right, hey, what about your?
The standardized test scores was one that kind of shocked us because
What about them? Tell them.
we really expected that the girls would do higher, but according to this, the boys actually outperformed in the science and math sections.
Right. Is that, so, kind of surprised you guys maybe? Like, we were going to brought up to believe that they're all the same, but actually some test scores, standardized test scores, disagree, right? So, what else? Anything?
We discussed how the students performed in the classroom. The boys were more likely to drop out of school and have discipline problems and drop out of typical boys.
Discipline.
Like Kevin.
Yeah. Yes, Kate.
I think along that lines, it's interesting because boys are more likely to seek help when they don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
But girls still do worse.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess what can we do? What do you guys think would be effective as teachers, as educators, to do with some of these things? I mean, you know them. What do you think?
I think trying to involve girls in the classroom as much as possible, actively, trying to engage girls in what's going on in the classroom.
You can give me like a real specific example, just like in your classroom maybe.
It's like in organic chemistry, I was talking about, like, I was always the one who would just add in the reagents, and the girl was always the one who was just telling me what to add into the beaker or whatever. And I think as a teacher, I think the teacher should have stepped in and said, hey, why don't you try and do the experiments, and Josh, why don't you tell her what she needs to be adding into her. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that way she would have had been more involved in the actual, hands-on science of what's going on, maybe to perk her interest in what was going on too. So.
Kevin?
Maybe outside classroom, you could have like a girls' science math club or something.
Oh, yeah.
That exists in college, Wise.
I was actually a part of what was called AWM. Anybody heard of that? Association of Women Mathematics. Yeah.
You were a part of it.
I was part of that. Yeah.
It's not restricted to female.
That would kind of be counterproductive, I feel.
It's kind of people that like support women in math.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Anybody else? Any other ideas? Specific things you can do in the classroom to help with some of these issues? I mean, again, we've got some real facts here. Like, you may have had your ideas about what the difference is, but some of them, but they're more than stereotypes. Really, just test scores too. Right?
Well, along the same lines as what Brandon had said earlier, was bring out specific examples of personal successes, so that you're not just looking at the group, but you're picking out individuals and show that success can be achieved, regardless of race or gender. I had part of the reason I'm here to want to be a teacher is because of a lady that was one of the physics teachers at CMO. Just fantastic.
Yeah, great. Yes, ma'am.
If they're performing in different roles, and they tend to segregate that way all the time, emphasize how important it is to get good at all the various roles, emphasize the various roles that exist and their importance in the task.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you all. That was your lesson on gender. It has been 15 minutes. Thank you all.